into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action here. Mon. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Here's a 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
I'm here all day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Bond going to throw it. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mon now off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Off the play fake, Mon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. First down and a little extra from Mostert. And all the way out to the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
They're running it. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second down at 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mond looks to throw on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mond eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Edwards-Helaire. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll run with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mon looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, G.
Attack!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's swung out to Mostert. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room? And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They hand it off to Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 89 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense. The way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check me out. Mike, check. 59.
Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Rolling to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now they try the right side here. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mond. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
104 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They run with Mostert off the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is Mahomes. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Mon. They're going for it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mon. This will be caught. Judy. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Second and 9. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.